What's going on out there to my friends, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? Been a while since you all seen from me. Been pretty busy in my personal life. So I've kind of ghosted all my social media for a minute. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this event coming on in May. And it's called the Old School Survival Boot Camp. This will be the second year for the event. It'll be my second time attending it. Last year I had a great time. Tara and her husband Bob put on a hell of an event. And I know that they really were after it and eager to double down their efforts and really make this year even better. And I'm really excited for it. But I'll be teaching a class out there again this year. And this year I want to teach a class on how to file sharpen, and stone an axe bit, and then hang it on a new handle. And for this project, I decided to use the new not new, but the newer Council Tool Flying Fox axe. For those of you that don't know what this is a 1 3/4 pound axe head that does have a hardened pole, so you actually can drive metal stakes and drive metal wedges with it. They come on these shorter 16-inch handles, hatchet handles, because these are basically intended out of the box to be a throwing axe. But for those in the know, with a little bit of tuning, these can become a hell of a badass outdoorsman's axe. The classic Hudson Bay was a 1 3/4 pound head, and that was used by trappers and trekkers, since it was reintroduced in the early 1900s. So we're going to start with these heads, and now these are already unhung from their original handles, and the students are going to have their choice of hanging them on either a 19-inch or a 22-inch Killinger official Amish-made handle. We're going to learn how to file sharpen, because these come better than hardware store sharp, but they're not quite at what I would want people to walk away with. So we'll learn how to file this bevel and then stone it, how to maintain that axe with the stone, and then how to fit a new handle to it, how to wedge it, and then finish our handles out. The heads, again, were supplied by Brandon at Whiskey River Art and Trading, who's a friend of mine. He knew what I was doing with this class and decided that he was going to throw in some swag for the 6 students that decided to take this. There's stickers from both him and Killinger, and as well as myself. Everybody loves stickers. But the other thing Brandon threw in was these Whiskey River axe pucks for sharpening your axe. And this is going to be part of the class as well. After we file our axes and get them profiled and ready, this is how we're going to stone them to their final sharpness. And then this is something that every student gets to take with them. That way they have a way to maintain their axe in the field. The other thing that I'm including in the class is these Council Tool basic leather sheaths. Basic, but not cheap. They're quite nice. These are still a sturdy veg tanned leather. They come in this raw state, so you can oil it or wax it or dye it to whatever your heart desires. And it's probably, I'd say, 9-10 ounce veg tan leather, so it's very good quality leather. It's not what you get with most axes that come with a sheath, that come with some, bullshit suede. And they have a strap and buckle, so that way you can always tighten up and keep it adjusted, versus ones that have like a flap and snap that a lot of time that comes loose and then they can slip off the head. These buckle around the base of the head, so they're never going to fall off or come loose. And they're just a great economical mask. I like to fold that tab back underneath the buckle like that. That way it's a quick release. And there you go, guys. So again, every student that takes this class is going to walk away with an axe that they learn how to craft themselves, file sharpened and stoned to a good working edge, hung on a new Amish-made hickory handle in your choice of a 19 or 22-inch length. I'll have a different selection of wedges. I know I have some oak, some black walnut, various different types of wedges. I think I have some Osage orange. Whatever the student wants to use and really pretty much all hardwood wedges work in the same manner, but it's kind of like a Gucci effect, I guess. You know, you get to pick something pretty to use for the wedge. So fit them to new handles, wedge them up, have them all nice and sharpened up. Take a mask home with you. Finish your handle in whatever the way you feel like you want to finish it in. If you prefer a blonde or wood and we just want to oil it with linseed oil, or we can do like these ones here, a darker finish with my pine tar linseed oil finish that I use on most of my own personal axes. And really just have a good time, guys. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I love going to these events. I love just putting on demonstrations, just setting up and just working on stuff and having people come ask questions, bring axes to me and ask me, you know, like, hey, how do I do this? How to do this? To me, the learning and the teaching and stuff and kind of being part of that community is the most important part of all these events. That's what I love most. So this is going to be a hell of a good time. This class is set up Saturday and Sunday from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock on each day. I understand certain people are going to want to take other classes. If you have another class you want to take that's like an hour, you have to dip out a little early or something like that. It's really kind of a come and go as you please sort of deal. The reason I set aside 4 hours each day is because who knows what your skill level or experience is. You know, if you got somebody that's been a cabinet maker for 50 years and wants to show up here and learn how to make an axe, probably not going to have a lot to teach you, you know, because that's where I come from. Certain people are going to take to it naturally. And then also for those that need extra help, I will be available at this event the entire time. Most of the time, that's what I do anyway. I just set up and I'm working on stuff. People bring stuff and ask questions, and you know, that's what it's all about to me. That's why I go to these events, is to share knowledge and to learn too. So I guarantee everybody's going to walk away from this class with an axe that is heirloom quality, something that they're going to love and enjoy, and I'm really looking forward to it. So you guys let me know what you think, and I hope to see you out there. Have a good one.